Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Box Office Talk. This is the show where I break down what happened at the box office, see if my predictions for the top 5 are correct, and then make predictions for next week's top 5. So let's get right on into it. Last week, I predicted that number 1 would be Ride Along 2. Then I predicted that number 2 would be 13 Hours. Then I predicted that number 3 would be Star Wars. Number 4 would be The Revenant. And that number 5 would be Norm of the North. And I got only 2 out of 5 of my predictions right. It seems like a current trend that I can only get 2 out of 5 predictions right. Anyways, number 1 I did get right. Ride Along 2 made $34 million this weekend, and it's only $6 million away from its budget of $40 million. Now, I have not seen it, and I don't really want to because I hated the first Ride Along movie, so why would I look forward to the second one that looks like the same movie? Also, I should point out that this movie did $7 million less than the first movie did. The first one opened with $41 million, and Ride Along's 2 number may go up because this is a 4-day weekend technically because Martin Luther King Day. So the number could go up, but then again, the number for the first Ride Along also went up. So either way you look at it, Ride Along 2 did less than the first one, which shows that some fans didn't want to come back, but the majority of them did. Somehow, I guess. Anyways, number 2 was The Revenant, an actual good film, making $29 million, adding to a total of $87 million. And this movie is actually $50 million away from its budget of $135 million, so that's very good. I'm also glad that this movie got some Oscar recognition on Thursday. That was very good. Yeah, I could have talked about the Oscar nominations, but I feel like it just would have been me not caring about them, being totally angry that See You Again was snubbed, and Quentin Tarantino was snubbed, and Samuel L. Jackson for The Hateful Eight was snubbed, and so many other snubs like Star Wars, Daisy Ridley for Star Wars, and just so much other stuff. So many snubs this year, like most snubs I've seen in a long time. But we're not going to talk about the Oscars. Revenant did very good this weekend, and it made more money than Star Wars, which got number 3. Star Wars made $25 million, adding to a total of $851 million. And I'm not sure if it's going to be able to get to $1 billion. Some people speculated that it would be. I'm not very sure. I'm positive that it'll get to like 900 million, which is still very good, but I don't think it'll get to $1 billion because the power of Star Wars is kind of starting to die down a bit, and I'm not even sure if it's going to be able to beat Avatar worldwide. Maybe it will be able to beat Titanic, but Avatar? I don't think so. But hey, it got pretty close, and that's pretty good. Number 4 was 13 Hours, making $16 million on a budget of 50, so it'll probably get there, maybe. Like, the budget's not too large, and it made some pretty good monies this weekend, plus the buzz that Michael Bay actually made a good movie. That probably will get people in the seats. I've only seen 5 Michael Bay movies, and that's the Transformers movies and Pearl Harbor, and hearing that 13 Hours is probably his best makes me really interested into seeing it, plus the subject matter as well makes me interested to see 13 Hours. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see it this weekend. I'll try to see it soon, though. Anyways, number 5 was Daddy's Home, making $9 million, adding to a total of $129 million. I'm so surprised that Daddy's Home is still doing very good. I really want to go back and see how much Daddy's Home has made in total compared to the other 2015 releases, see where it ranks in that list. But good on you, Daddy's Home. In fact, a Will Ferrell movie was just on, Zoolander, which is kind of random, but I don't know, just wanted to mention it because it's Zoolander. I really hope the sequel doesn't suck, even though Zoolander has nothing to do with Daddy's Home. Moving on, number 6, Norm of the North, that terrible, terrible looking animated film, made $6 million this weekend, and it's only $12 million away from its budget of $18 million. I think that maybe worldwide Norm in the North could get its budget back, but domestically, I don't think so. I think it'll get close, but I don't think it'll surpass it. I think this is our first official bomb of 2016. Congratulations, Rob Schneider. You made another crappy movie that I probably won't see unless I have to. Anyways, number 7 was The Forest, making $5,792,000, adding to a total of $21 million. And it doesn't really matter because we already know The Forest got its budget back. It was very low, $10 million. So there was no worry if it would or not. Plus, there was no worry because this movie wasn't really the best critically. I mean, I thought it was just okay, but it's not the best movie. I really wouldn't care if it got its budget back, but there was no need to worry about that because it was already way too low. So who cares about The Forest? Anyways, number 8 was The Big Short, making $5,200,000, adding to a total of $50 million. And that's pretty good. And of course, The Big Short got a couple of nominations at the Oscars as well, which is also very good, including Best Picture, which is very good. I actually want to see it now, even though I hear that it's probably just a good movie. But you know, the Oscars and them only nominating 8 movies in the Best Picture category when you know they could do 10. Like that's I really probably should have made a video because I have so much rage for the Oscars right now. Anyways, number 9 was Sisters, making $4 million, adding to a total of $81 million. And you'll notice that Alvin and the Chipmunks is gone also, which opened the same day as Sisters. And Sisters has officially made more money than Alvin and the Chipmunks. I checked. Alvin and the Chipmunks made 79 domestically. Sisters has now made 81, so it technically beat Chipmunks. Hooray! Even though Sisters is probably just okay. Who cares? Chipmunks was defeated. Yay! And finally, number 10 was The Hateful Eight, the Quentin Tarantino movie. It made $3 million, adding to a total of $47 million. It got its budget of $44 million back, which is very good. However, what's not very good is The Hateful Eight was not nominated for Best Picture, or Quentin Tarantino for Best Director, or Samuel L. Jackson for an actor knob, even though he went on one of the best monologues of the entire year. Just... Screw you, Oscars. And finally, the predictions for next week's top 5. Now I'm going to predict that number 1 will be The Fifth Wave, the new young adult novel thing, because it's a young adult novel thing. And I'm going to predict that number 2 is Ride Along 2. Number 3 is The Revenant. Number 4 is The Boy, because it's a horror film in January. Maybe some people will see it, but it probably won't do as good. And also number 5, Dirty Grandpa. Mainly because it's a new comedy, and comedies don't do too well in January, because that's a thing. But if you got your predictions right for this week, you're going to get a shout out right now. Unless you didn't get it right, then whoops. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.